Hey yo, it's your boy Tom coming to you with another Boom Beach Frontlines video, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top tips and tricks to help you win more games in Boom Beach. I've been grinding this game like crazy ever since the beta has dropped, and I'm currently sitting at top 60 in the entire world as far as this recording goes. I know it's probably going to get passed because a lot of you guys are putting in the 24/7 grind here for the leaderboards early on in this game. But I do have a little bit of experience, and I want to help you guys do better, win more games, and be very, very good at Boom Beach Frontline. So to start out with, my very first tip is once you get into the game, look at your team comp. You're going to notice at the top of the screen, it shows you every single troop that your entire team is running. And you don't necessarily have to pick based off of that. But if your team is very, very heavy base, for example, if everyone's just chose the heavy troopers, you guys aren't going to have any DPS to secure the very first base, or even as you all stay alive when the first huge battle goes down, you're not going to have a lot of DPS, and vice versa. If you guys just have 9 snipers, you have nobody to tank. So you want to make sure you have some sort of balance, but for the most part, if I'm you guys and you happen to have either the sniper or the assault trooper unlocked, I highly advise starting out with those troops. Never buy anything at the beginning. This is my second tip, because in my experience, buying those things in the beginning just leads to a waste of money. There's a lot of people that I kill on the battlefield in the early game, and as soon as they die, they drop whatever they bought at the beginning and they lose out on that 500, 600, and 700 credits. I think it's a little different when you're playing with more friends. Maybe you have like 6, 7 different friends and you guys can strategize with each other. But if you're like solo queuing, duo queuing, it's just never worth it. The more important thing to do in this game is to build defense. Defense wins championships. It is so crucial. The first thing you want to do is get to a base, secure it, right? You can be very risky in this game, right? I like to do this sometimes whenever I'm duo queuing with my boy Surf. We'll split and we'll both either go to a different target, like he'll go to A and I'll go to B, and we'll try to win the game immediately by doing that and hard carrying the team. But for the most part, as I continue to rank higher and higher, it's a lot safer to just move with your team, secure a base, and start building those defenses. As far as defenses go, I would highly suggest building the highest thing that you have on your team, right? Because in this game, I'm currently still free to play, and that's honestly mainly because there's an iOS bug and iOS players cannot buy anything from the shop until it soft launches in their region. So I'm stuck here still playing completely free to play. I'm sitting at Town Hall 4, and even with all the grinding and hours that I've put in, because I'm at the top of the leaderboard, I'm going up against other players who are Town Hall 5. I'm calling it Town Hall. I know you guys are gonna flame me, but it's HQ level 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they have a lot of troops and defenses that I do not have unlocked. So if I'm someone that's paid money to the game and I'm level 8, right, and I help my team secure the base, the first thing that I should do is build the highest level, not level, but the highest equipment that I have unlocked. Like, for example, I wouldn't want to run in and build the machine gun so that my lower level teammates who have maybe an HQ level of 2 can't build that machine gun, and then all of a sudden I've wasted my 600 credits. I call it wasted because that's what it is. You spent 600 credits buying that machine gun, and now your teammate's sitting on an influx of credits because he can't actually buy the mortar, and now your defenses are technically weaker because when the team comes to push, you only have 1 or 2 defenses built. The lower level guys can't do anything about it, and you've spent your credits in the wrong way. Now in the opposite direction of that, if you are one of the lower level people, pay attention to what defenses are on the map. If there are a lot of defenses that you don't have unlocked, then during this game you want to build what you can if somebody doesn't rush and beat you to it, and then focus on buying items at the beginning, right, in the pre-game lobby, buying those things like whether it's a group heal or you want to buy a baby turret, things like that to help your team out as well. Moving on to the next tip I say here is play behind cover and structures and teammates. I know the game in the tutorial teaches you that when you are playing the game, sitting behind cover actually negates 75% of damage, which is huge, right? Let's say if a sniper shoots for 200 damage, if you're sitting behind cover, it's only going to hit you for 50, which is insane. So play behind cover, but also play behind teammates. You have these heavier teammates in the game who can soak up a lot of damage, and there is no collating. So if you're sitting, unless it's an AoE attack, right, like a mortar or someone throws like a fireball at you, if you're sitting behind your teammate, someone's not going to be able to hit you through them, and then while you're behind your teammate, you can do a lot of damage. This is huge for Zookas, and it's huge for snipers, assault troopers, pretty much anyone that's tankier than you, sit behind them. And playing behind structures is huge as well. When you're on your base, they can't coal at you once again. So you want to play behind your defenses or play behind your main base, because the longer you stay alive, the more annoying you can be to your enemies, and you can kill them, do a lot of damage, stack up your points, and buy more defenses for your base. Prioritizing targets is another really big thing in this game. I see it a lot of times on the battlefield, people shooting at the heavies when all you should really be doing is maybe taking an extra 3, 4, 5 steps to the right and shooting at their squishier troops in the back who are dealing a lot of damage. Me, I'm a sniper main in this game, so as I'm playing sniper, I always look out, and when I'm in the middle of a fight, if I'm fighting like a heavy and an assault trooper, and then all of a sudden I see a sniper pull up to the scene, guess who I'm looking for? The sniper, because she's putting out a lot of damage. This is going to keep your team alive longer. This is going to keep you alive longer. And by the time you destroy all of their high damaging troops, the heavy, not really much of a threat any longer, which is why you want to flank. So flank is another thing. If someone's behind structures as well or cover, flank them. Don't try to shoot the target. You're not going to be able to hit them through it. I've seen a lot of people just continue to shoot at the tower over and over and over. Meanwhile, they got an assault trooper in the back piecing you up. Don't build defenses when your main base is at a very low HP. There is no point. Even if you build the defense, for starters, it takes a couple of seconds for that defense to be built. But even if you build every single defense in your base, if somebody runs through and taps down your main base, you've just wasted all of your credits, and now you're down bad, because even if you build that base back up and you happen to win the fight, now you have 0 defenses to go up, and there's a very high chance that you're going to lose the game. You'll be able to see in the footage in the background, my team did exactly that to the other team, which leads to my next tip, is you don't have to destroy every single defense in order to take the enemy's base, right? In this gameplay right here, my team, we're fighting the enemy team. We've created a hole in the defense, and with that hole, we're attacking from that same spot, not taking down the other defenses, just destroying the main base, so that once that's down, everything else falls with it, which is huge. And go on offense, in my opinion, after you've won defense in this game. I might have said this a little bit earlier, but I can't stress this enough. You don't want to just run on offense. So I usually, as a solo queue, or even if I'm duo queuing, and it's a little different, of course, once again, when you're playing with your entire, if you somehow happen to have 9 people sitting in a Discord, but I like to play defense and make sure my base is up, because if my base is up, it's got a lot of HP, and all of our defenses are fully built, that will then allow me to transition right to the middle of the battlefield, where like a lot of the fighting is going down, and deal a lot of damage there, and then rush the enemy's base for offense. Because what they're going to realize is, when your team is starting to take a huge hit, a lot of times people are going to say, okay, we're taking a huge hit, I don't think I can defend this anymore, let me go and try to take the enemy's base, which is honestly a very good strategy. But what you're going to run into is, if they try to go in and take your base and they see 9 defenses, even if nobody is there to help shoot, they're in big trouble, because they're not going to be able to get through all of those defenses in time while you guys secure their base, capture it, and eventually win the game so easily. Hop in teammates 4x4s. By the way, I thought the 4x4 when I first started this game was not good, but it is actually very good, because the 4x4 itself does damage to the enemies. If you try to run them over, it does like a decent amount of damage, and if you're sitting in the back of a 4x4, you're not going to take any damage until it is destroyed. So while that thing has, good health, full health, half health, if you're a sniper, a Zuka, assault trooper, you're not going to be taking any damage, so you get free reign of just driving around, shooting people, shooting towers, shooting defenses, and you can deal a serious amount of damage. And my last tip as far as in-game goes is to focus on what the enemy tends to buy, right? There's going to be a game that I was playing where I was going up against a lot of defenses that I had never seen before, and usually I start out as sniper, but when I was playing as a sniper, I noticed a lot of vehicles and machinery on the field, and I wasn't doing a lot of damage like I normally do. So after I died, I decided to switch over to the Zuka, and now I was putting in the work, right? Because the Zuka is built for destroying those vehicles and things with armor, deals way more damage, right? Instead of shooting out and doing 200 to a player, it does about, at least for my Zuka, like 700 to 800 damage to those armored targets and defenses. So make sure you pay attention to what's on the battlefield and counter that. So as I am currently still a free-to-play player, outside of the game, one thing that I will say is upgrade every single thing you can once you get the chance, because the game does offer you free chests every 4 hours, and it gives you stars as well to unlock free chests from the free battle pass. And if you do get a chance to upgrade to the main battle pass, really good for you, because you're going to get a chance to unlock regular boom boxes, big boom boxes, the mega boxes, and all those crazy things to unlock cards. And I've upgraded everything that I have, and I'm still sitting at over 10,000 coins because they give you a lot of coins in the game. And because I've upgraded everything, I got a lot of experience, and I'm able to sit here at Town Hall 4. It's not like other games where you want to save all of your coins and maybe upgrade what you think is nice, because you're just going to end up being stuck at the same Town Hall level. I'm going to keep on saying Town Hall, at the same HQ level, and because you're stuck, you won't be able to unlock any new cards, and your progression is going to be a lot slower. And then my final tip is to play with friends if you can. At least playing with one other person makes a huge difference. If you can get multiple people on the game, you guys are going to climb the leaderboards incredibly fast. If you guys have any other tips and tricks, be sure to leave them in the comment section down below. And I hope this video was able to help you guys get better at Boom Beach Frontlines. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you go on to enjoy the rest of your day.